Alrighty, what is going on today, guys? Evan Aldo here. Wanted to give you guys an update on the markets, kind of what I've been looking at, what I've been doing. Obviously, the lion is back in office. Donald Trump is back in office. Kind of surreal to see it. Ross Ulbricht may be pardoned within the day, hopefully. And the big news. ETH's been lagging behind. I saw this, tweet by Pentoshi. Sentiment can really change really quickly on ETH, and a lot of money's coming into ETH. So I think that's the big thing. And we look at kind of ETH in the 4-year cycle. This February, really January of February of the 4-year cycle, the post-halving year is really when ETH is supposed to do something big. So that's, hopefully what we'll see soon, ETH versus Bitcoin really doing well. Obviously Bitcoin at this point, as you guys know, my kind of top, the highest I can kind of see us going by the end of the year would be around 200K. My guess is going to be around 150K to peak out. And I think a lot of money can go into, some of these altcoins, especially Ethereum, over the next, 11 months into the end of the year. So yeah. And if we look at kind of what's happening right now, Bitcoin currently at 106, made a new all-time high the other day. So a lot of good stuff happening. A lot of really good stuff happening. When you look at, I'm just trying to look at the higher time frames here. I think money flow is still good in the 2-week. I think there's a lot of, stuff, money flow coming up there. A lot of stuff kind of looking good, I should say. Bearish cases, if you get some of these trigger waves in the 2-day, double top rejecting from that area. I guess you could argue, probably worst case scenario if we do break down from there, 77K could be possible. I think if you're going to break down, it's going to happen by the end of the month or the next month. It's going to happen within the next week to 2 weeks if you're going to break down. But I think in all likelihood, we're going to see more of a break upward from this area, break upward to potentially 120 by some time in February, which could be really exciting here. When you look at some of these lower time frames, you are coming up on the 10-hour. A lot of stuff's looking decent. I do have a new trade set up in the Discord. New trade I entered, stop loss, entry point, take profit. That's in the Discord down below. Link is in the description below if you guys are interested on making some of these trades. I think there's going to be a lot of good trades, going forward here. And if you want one free month in the Discord and you guys are interested in trading, check out BYDFI. The link is down below. This promo ends in about 6 days. You can get a withdrawable bonus where you could potentially buy one of these useless items. I'm just kidding. With the money, or do whatever the hell you want with it. Based on trading volume, I think it's a pretty good promo if you want to sign up with BYDFI. As always, 10% off with my code, and then same thing with BloFin, 10% off your fees, I should say, on both of these if you sign up with my link down below. And then if you want that free month in Discord, if you sign up to any exchanges down below, deposit at least $100 and open sport ticket with your UID in the sport ticket channel down below. Give you one free month in Discord, so check it out. We got K-Mac in there, we got Nightshade in there, and myself with a lot of really good TA and insight. So kind of what I'm looking at here when we look at, Bitcoin, something like this, decent risk reward ratio 2-to-1 could potentially do pretty well here if we do break upward. And I think we should, some trigger waves, I think we should, hopefully. And, looking at Ethereum, what I like here, trigger wave kind of forming, it kind of repetitive to what I've seen in the last few videos. I think you're going to break upward, sooner rather than later, up to that 5K, potentially new all-time high, hopefully sometime in February. But I guess, more of what I'm seeing in the bearish case would be something like that, and it takes time. I don't think you're going to be as elongated as back here. I think it's going to be more quick and hopefully a recovery upward, especially based on all the good stuff happening for Ethereum right now. You got the trigger wave right there. So I think that could be a jump right up to 3,800, which would be good. We dropped at 4K there, 3,800, then continuing forward, up to that 4,800 area. So, I think that's good. And, trigger wave kind of forming on the daily. Your money flow is not good, but I'll forgive that, I think that, kind of a lot of blood diamonds, they didn't amount to too much. Most of these areas, they bring you down a little bit. I'm not too concerned. That's what I'll say. I'm not too concerned. ETH versus Bitcoin. That's an important thing to look at here. 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow X's on the weekly. It's all or nothing for Ethereum right now. It's really all or nothing. You're either going to kind of hold this area and recover and do what you should do, what we all believe that the odds are in our favor for, at least I do, or you're going to break downward and ETH is just going to be long forgotten and go into the oblivion of whatever. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to see some good stuff happen within the next few weeks, especially that monthly green dot. It was printing. Hopefully it'll come back within the next 10 days. big area we're trying to jump off of. So we just need, man, it just looks a little weak. We just need a little bit more here. You know what I mean? We need a little bit more. Last ELX, that was a buy signal. It could be like that one, or bad, or it could be like that. I'm hoping it's like December 2019. You know what I mean? Hoping it's more like that. So that's all I would have to say about that. Money flow was similar too, with kind of deep money flow, and then got that bull div, and then that kind of saved the day there. Others versus Bitcoin in terms of altcoins, little scary on the 2 week. I would assume this one's not going to be as detrimental as the last one here. I still think in that 4-year cycle, I still think altcoins are going to continue to do well. And then, the lion should be Lion USD, Trumpcoin. I think a lot of money is going to come into some of these. I mean, where could Trumpcoin go from where we are right here? I mean, easily up to probably some of these areas, a 4x to 5x into the end of the year. I mean, there's already a lot of money that was put into it. A lot of people sold it off, but I think it's going to generally do well over the next 11 months. That's what I would kind of guess. There's going to be money going into this. There's going to be money going into a lot of these. So yeah, and I think that'll kind of recover. The Trump NFTs that I own, that I've had for a while, I've been kind of following this. They were up to like $1,300 a pop. They crashed down a lot. Now they're starting to, it was at 1,200. Now they're starting to kind of recover. This jump right here, 34%, and then I think we're easily going to get up to back to 48 and then continue forward here. So I think there's a lot of potential. Solana, as a lot of you guys like Solana, including myself, finally made a new all-time high. I don't know about, it's currently at a new all-time high adjusted for inflation back over the last few years, but I think we're at least going to get up to 400 in this bull cycle. At least my main view is around 650. This fib level is where you'll top out sometime this year. But yeah, I still think you got a good shot of continuing forward on Solana. Polygon, I think there could be a little bit more potential because it's been kind of suppressed. Trigger wave trying to form in the daily. As long as you can hold where we are right now, you should be able to continue forward up to like 60 something cents here, and then yeah, I think there's a lot of potential. I think there's definitely a lot of potential here. And yeah, Bitcoin dominance starting to come up a little bit. I think it's probably topped out, Yeah, I think it's probably topped out. And I think based on this monthly, it's most likely going to come down. Anything could happen though, but yeah. Another kind of bullish thing, if we look at yields, the 10-year, I'm curious, what's that? Trying to kind of reject from this area, which is good. I like kind of that 10-year trying to come down. And I think that you're going to make a higher low from this area back in October 23. What happened in October 23? A lot of alts started to do incredibly well. Hopefully, in all likelihood, this is going to reject downward, come down at least this point here, which would be good. And a lot of money, that could influence a lot of money to start putting, looser monetary policy, influencing people to put more money into altcoins. Obviously, a 30-year is pretty similar. That area kind of right there. So as long as, that was the top, kind of a double top, lower high here, things are just looking bearish, especially if once that 2 week gives us the next red dot, things are looking more, things are looking more like that. Anyway, I think that's all I kind of have right now. Again, if you guys are interested in the latest trade I got in the Discord, link is in the description below. Oh, I'll give you a little freebie on what I think you can potentially try with Trump. I mean, something like this, 2-to-1 like that, pretty good risk reward ratio, maybe. A little freebie right there. Anyway, link down below for the Discord. Check out the exchanges down below. Really good promo, especially for BYDFI right here. No VPN, no KYC on BYDFI and BloFin. Again, 10% off for life with my links if you sign up with my links. All right, guys. Hope you have a good one. Goodbye.